Hey, what's going on, everybody? So in today's video, just what I'm going to be doing is feeding all my animals. I have quite a few, so this should be entertaining. I've tried to film this 3 times. He didn't eat twice. He's under his log, probably. Yeah, he didn't eat twice. He ate both times. One time he hid. Maul didn't want to eat. So I had to scrap that twice. I'm frustrated. Now, back to the main video. This is the 3rd time I've been trying to shoot this. So, hopefully, they eat. So the first thing that we're going to be feeding is Little Chopper. No. First thing that we're going to be feeding is Toothless, my red-eyed crocodile skink. And I just feed him some crickets, and I just dust them with some calcium powder just to give him some vitamins and minerals that, ooh, that's a lot, that he might not be getting in captivity, just to supplement his diet for, you know, what he is getting in the wild. And he doesn't really eat on camera ever, but if he does, if I do see him start to eat, then I'll try and get a clip, but probably not. So that is a Bahama Anole that I have with him that is eating, and I didn't put that in my all my animals video because I couldn't find him. I thought he died. He's not died. But yeah, he doesn't have a name, so if y'all want to drop one in the comments, that'd be great. Yeah, no idea he was still alive. So the next one we're going to be feeding is Little Chopper, my Ackie monitor. So I just got 2 very small fuzzy mice. He ate a very small meal a little bit ago. So this should be the perfect, nice meal for him. And he loves food. He's very food motivated. And I always use tongs. I don't always use tongs. I've hand fed him before, and he bit the absolute crap out of my hand. As you can see, this is quite a while later, and his enclosure is looking so nice still. Hey, we go back in the enclosure. Good. Come on. That plant is kind of dying. The tall grassy one definitely died. But let me just play with him a little bit. Act in the wild just so he uses those muscles, gets a little stronger, mimic his wild natural environment. Because it's not easy in the outback to get some food. It's good. And then we'll just hopefully see him try and take it down. Yeah. Yeah, Ackie monitors in the wild will actually eat a ton of different stuff. Small ground birds, frogs, mice, really anything they can get their hands on. Small reptiles. The outback's gnarly, so they'll eat anything they can possibly find to get down their gullet. And although they are a predator, they are definitely still prey. Anything in the outback will pretty much eat anything. Large birds, larger monitors, snakes, anything will eat these little guys because they are a dwarf species of monitor, only getting around 2 feet or so. But he is nice and safe here in captivity. Okay, so for the next mouse we got for him, I kind of want to take him out of the enclosure and run him around a bit. Just give him some enrichment, something to do. Just help with his mental stimulation. Get him to use his muscles and run around opposed to just his enclosure. So we're going to try to coax him out with the rat, and he got it immediately. And he's ripping the guts out. You could let go. That'd be great. So I might have to blur this because YouTube and ripping guts open. I'll just let him have it. But go back in your enclosure. We practice this. We practice this. Don't rub it on the floor. We had a conversation, we had a meeting about this. Nope. But he's looking super good. A little skinny. That's why we're feeding him a bit more. But nothing too concerning. Just, he's got a fast metabolism. We talked about this. You're supposed to stay in the frame. We're supposed to stay in the frame so the people can see you. You signed the contract. You agreed to this. You can't run away now. Don't go under my boot. Go back in your enclosure. Good. Just like we practiced every single time. Yeah, I might have to blur that out because the guts are just in the frame directly. But you know, that's natural, guys. That's how it is in the wild, and he's hiding. But at least we got some good clips of him eating that first one. Goes right there to eat it, and just chow down. So we'll just sit here and watch him eat. Okay, so the very next animal we're going to be feeding is my snake Reggie. Reggie is a red-tailed boa constrictor. I'm not sure what part of South America he's from, but he smells the food, and it's very simple. Again, the last two times he didn't quite eat. He wasn't super interested. But that time he is. And being a constrictor, obviously he wraps around his prey and squeezes it to death. And a lot of people think that constrictors, how being constrictor works, is they just squeeze you until your lungs collapse and you stop breathing. That's not actually true. What people have found out now is that they wrap you up and they cut blood circulation to the heart, and it stops the heart. Which again, stopping the heart would kill an animal. Now again, because they're so strong, because they have such short muscle fibers, it's a pretty quick process generally, especially in the wild. But in captivity, I only feed him frozen thawed. I've fed him live a few times, but a rat this size, I don't think I've ever fed him alive, just because, and I'll throw up some pictures of snakes that the keeper has just thrown a rat in or thrown a mouse in, and the snake didn't eat it, and the mouse actually started to eat the snake. And it is horrible and gruesome. That's why I'm very against live feeding. But I do understand a lot of keepers who have ball pythons and other snakes that are very picky eaters. They won't eat a frozen thawed rat. They won't eat even like a pre-killed rat. They will only eat live. And in that instance, I do understand. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do to feed your animal and keep it alive. but feeding live is not a form of entertainment. Just to preference that. And again, like watching the food chain naturally, it's not supposed to be entertaining, it's educational. And if you use it for education, you're doing a great thing by explaining why this has to happen. Or you're just feeding your animal. Okay, so the next animal we're going to be feeding is Jet, but first we actually have to prepare his food, and what today is on the menu is some lettuce and strawberries. So what I normally do is a little difficult one-handed, but I just cut up the lettuce like that, and on to the next is the strawberries. I just have 3 today, just because obviously this is a lot of lettuce, just some color, some different foods. I do like feeding him different foods quite frequently, just to give him some enrichment and to give him some mental stimulation of, oh, he's eating something new today. He does really like cabbage, so he eats cabbage quite a bit, but every so often I do like to give him a treat. And he loves watermelon. He loves watermelon. So because he's a smaller tortoise, I'm gonna cut these not super fine, but just in probably 8ths. So probably cut them up like this, and then in half again, like that. So now that we got all the food cut up, we're gonna go bring it to him. Okay, now that I got Jet's food all done, I did add some blueberries and some blackberries in there just to give him a little more variety. So we're just going to throw that in there. Someone's in the way. And right there. And then he will just go to town because he loves food. Almost immediately just starts going in for it. Okay, so next we're going to be feeding Maul, but I'm actually going to insert a clip of me feeding her prior because I just redid her enclosure. I planted it, it looks great, but you guys can't see it because this video is actually going to come out before when I redid her enclosure. So you're going to have to wait. So enjoy a clip of her eating eggs, maybe? I don't know. Okay, so now that she's done eating in that clip, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. This was feeding all my animals. If there's something else I should feed them, I can do that. Just drop it down in the comments what I should feed next, what video you guys want to see next. I'm very open to ideas, as well as just suggestions, which I guess are ideas, but you know what I mean. If you want to see me go herping, or it's a little late, it's about September-ish, so might be getting a little chilly, but I still think we can do it. But let me know what you want to see in the comments. If you're new, like and subscribe. I got some pretty cool stuff planned in the future and that definitely don't want to miss it. So thank you everybody so much for watching, and I will see you on the next one. See ya!